Okay, so I thought I'd do a little video diary, kind of whatever you want to call it, leading into my surgery and then I guess the recovery process after it. I know it's going to be pretty big surgery, so I feel like it would be good to kind of document it, just to see how it goes and just to show like the realness and the rawness of having major surgery and, you know, the kind of ins and outs of what you got to deal with. I'm hoping that it's all going to go to plan. I'm under a really good professor, and his team seem pretty organized, so hopefully that goes okay. I'm supposed to be 1 week out from surgery, and I've just called, and they've said it's now been scheduled 2 days later, but the hospital is in complete bed block, so there's no ICU beds, which is what I need. So it's kind of just like a waiting game. They've told me this Friday they're going to make a final decision, and contact me, but it's a little bit tricky kind of being in this limbo because obviously, you know, I've got Mackenzie and the care of her to think of, and also work as well, so it's a little bit tricky. I don't obviously have any leave now. I'm not working full-time as a nurse, so, you know, I have to really rely on my business going online, which has been uh, a learning curve because I'm such a tech tard. But yeah, we'll see how things go, but I'll keep you up to date as time ticks by. Fingers crossed it all goes to plan, but just go with the flow, I guess, hey? Okay, so I just received a phone call from the nurse at St. George, just to confirm that surgery is 100% happening on the 28th. So that's next Thursday, so literally a week out now. I had Macca's birthday yesterday and I've had like bits and pieces with the business keeping me busy. But I think after that phone call, I've just got like a sudden big wave of nerves and stuff. I know it's going to be big surgery, and I know you know, recovery is going to be a little bit difficult, and very different. It's really hard because, you know, I'm kind of walking around and doing everything, and I don't, you know, I'm not in pain or anything like that. So it's a really odd thing to know that I'm having surgery and then I've got to recover. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, it's such an odd thing. Like, I feel okay. I feel alright. Like, apart from getting really dizzy episodes and stuff, you know, every now and again I get, like, really bad abdominal pain, but it's not a constant thing. So it's weird to think that I'm going for such major surgery, when it's not really affecting me that much. It's, yeah, odd. But it needs to happen, so it's happening, and I just need to deal with it. So I've got childcare organised for Mac, which was a huge thing. That was a big concern of mine. I've paid all my bills for when I'm going to be in hospital. And yeah, I guess it's just trying to get the business sorted and like make sure it kind of runs in the background while I'm unconscious. But yeah, so 7 days out. Had to do a rat test as well, just because I returned from overseas, and thank God that is negative, because that would be really awkward if I caught COVID. So PCR on Tuesday, and then it's surgery time. I guess another superficial concern is that I'm going to have a massive scar all the way down there, and that makes me feel a little bit crap, even though I've gained a little bit of body fat, because I haven't trained for 3 months. But yeah, it's weird that my body's going to look very different again after this. So that's one thing to deal with as well. Cheers! 4 days out. Okay, it is the 25th, Monday. That means I'm 3 days out from surgery. So, over the weekend, I don't often drink or go out or anything these days, but I had this thing where I was like, I just want to spend some time with friends. I just want to have a good time. And I had such a big night. Like, I'm literally still recovering today. It's full on. But I went to see Mary Poppins last night in the city, and it was so much fun. It was such a good show. I was just really tired. But anyway, today, I'm going to sort out my hospital bag. I'm going to make sure I've got everything that I need. And I know it's a bit morbid talk, but I need to sort out my will. Because obviously it's just me, and that's something that obviously I need to think about if anything does happen, what happens with Mac and, you know, all my finances and stuff like that. So I need to make it easier, for my surrounding loved ones if anything does happen. So it's a bit of a weird thing to kind of sit down and talk about and type up when you're so young, but after mum passed away, I feel like it's such an important thing. Um, just to be safe, and it just helps your loved ones as well. So that's on the cards today, which should be fun. And just sorting out some more business stuff. But first, coffee. Okay, so I just got off the phone to the pre-admission nurse, who works in surgery, and she's just kind of gave me the kind of lowdown of what's going to happen and protocols that I need to follow prior to coming in. So normally I would go in for like pre-admission and get all prepped and stuff like that, but she's pretty happy for me to do it all at home on my own. So I just need to go to the chemist today and just get all the antibiotics and the bowel prep. Anybody that's had bowel prep knows that it is not a fun time. Last time I had it, like when this was all first started to get investigated, I was staying with good friends and we made a bit of a joke about it. She's a registered nurse, emergency registered nurse and a paramedic. Like, you've got to have some jokes in the household with that. We've got a sick sense of humour, and I think that's what's getting me through this. But yeah, like it's all just becoming really real now, I think, because I've kept myself so busy leading up to going to Scotland and stuff, and obviously it's always been on the back of my mind, but now, like, it's actually happening, so I'm getting, like, these huge kind of just waves of, fuck, like, everything's gonna be different, like, but whatever, this is what we deal with in life. Hey, you get thrown little curveballs like this, and then you just gotta deal with it, like, whatever way is your way of dealing with it in a positive way, I guess, but I don't know, we'll see. But 3 days out, so let's do it. I've made some potato and leek soup. I've got like today and tomorrow of eating food, so I kind of just want to eat like all the good stuff before I have this bowel resection. Okay, so it is Wednesday. Small bit of drama. So yesterday I picked Mackenzie up from daycare and she's been incredibly unwell. She's got a barking cough, and I'm a bit concerned she has RSV. I also had to do my PCR today, and obviously if I'm positive for anything, then my surgery gets delayed. So I've had to take Mac back to her dad's place with a mask, just until we can get the results of that. A little bit crappy. I really want to spend as much time as possible with Mac before the surgery. But I just can't risk being unwell for the surgery, so I guess I've just got to do what I've got to do. But yeah, just came back, got my eyelashes done because that's a priority. To me it is anyway, because it's the only little thing that I like to get done for myself. Just got home, I've bought all my blooming drugs for tomorrow, and I'm going to sit down and write my will now. But yeah. So good news, everything's came back negative for both Mac and me. So now I have her back. And for one final meal before I have to fast, I went with McDonald's. How dirty.
Meow.
Who are you?
I'm Mackenzie.
Who am I?
Mummy's
How am I your mum?
It's all Mummy daughter.
Yeah, mummy and daughter.
And Mackenzie's daughter.
My number one. Okay, it is Wednesday, so it is the day before the surgery. I kept, obviously, Mac last night, and just spent a little bit of the morning with her and took her into daycare a little bit later. And Mackenzie's very in tune with emotion. She knows something's going on. So I have explained to her that Mummy's just got to go to hospital just to get her tummy fixed. But this morning, man, she just kept crying, saying, I want my mummy. And it's really fucking hard, especially when you're a single parent and you've not really you can't put it anywhere else. Like, you just got to feel it. But I took her to daycare and she skipped on in. But after that, I just felt such a deep sadness because, like, I know this is risky surgery and I can't leave this little girl behind. Like, it just would not be fair. It's just, I don't know. I've got a lot of nerves this morning. Like, this morning I woke up and I have a coffee every morning and I'm like, fuck, can't have fucking coffee. I had black coffee. I'm allowed to have that, but that was shit. But yeah, so I've got a couple of hours now before I start, like, just this prep stuff. Yeah, I feel a bit all over the shop, to be honest. Like, I feel anxious. There's a part of me that feels sad. Like, a part of me that's fucked off that this is happening, because I feel like I've been through a lot of big stuff and it's just like, come on, man, give us a break. But I know I've got the resilience to get through this, and I'm so acutely aware that I'm going to have good days and bad days. And, you know, me and my best friend spoke about that on the weekend, and we're probably going to have fights and we're probably going to go through little shitty stages, but we both know that it's not personal and that, you know, it's just, I guess, part of my frustration of not having independence, because that's my biggest thing, is just kind of not being able to do things myself. Like, that really affects me. So, but I have a bit more insight into it this time around, so I'm hoping that things will be a little bit easier. But I've never been in this position before, so I've just got to roll with the punches. But yeah, let's do it, hey? Alright, it's that time to start this. So, first sachet of Pico Prep, going down the hatch. 1 erythromycin and 1 flagyl. This looks and smells delicious. I've just thought of the funniest pun ever, and I've just giggled to myself for ages. Bottoms up. Ching! So in true Lee fashion, I'm completely unprepared for tomorrow. So I thought, considering I'm having my surgery tomorrow, I should probably pack my bag, because I'm going to be away for 2, potentially 3 weeks in hospital. So probably need to pack some stuff. Let's get to it, hey? So I'm an hour in and my stomach is really starting to make some really intense noises. I don't know if I'm hungry as well, because I haven't had anything to eat today. So I've just made some, like, clear kind of chicken broth soup, and I'll try and eat that, just to see if it helps a little bit, and obviously just keep up water and stuff like that. But yeah, stomach is like, oh, making some noises. I'm only 1 sachet down and too much information, but I'm literally weeing. But it's not wee. Yuck! And I've got... I just made the second one. And I got cramps of the gods. Oh, it's gonna be a fun night tonight. That's so nasty, it's not even funny. Even as a nurse, that's nasty. Okie dokie, it's 9 PM now. I've done all my phone calls to friends and family before I go into surgery. I'm that hungry that I would probably eat a dog. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Would probably eat a dog. I'm that hungry that I've heated up vegetable stock, of all things. Because if not, I'm gonna blow out and I'm gonna eat a whole bunch of chocolate or something. So yeah. But yeah, I just got all the house stuff sorted, and now it's time to go to bed and just try and, I guess, calm my thoughts before I have to get up. I need to get up at 4 o'clock, which is pretty freaking early, and I'm so excited that I got a pimple just in time for surgery. Top dogs. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the big day. Well, last night getting into bed, able-bodied, Let's do it.